This summer, I'm going against conventional wisdom and deciding not to do an internship and instead to focus on my online business. Let me explain a bit about why. So this is just going to be an unstructured video, me speaking to the camera. I've got a couple notes of what I wanted to cover, but I'm used to making Instagram Reels and LinkedIn posts. So these YouTube videos are a bit new. Let's get into it though. So for the longest time, I wanted to be an investment banker. I had that goal coming into uni that's what I saw as success. And if I could do that, then I'd make myself proud, I'd make my parents proud, and really just make a positive impact and do good stuff, and obviously make a lot of money as well, right? So I came into uni wanting to do that. I did a lot of experience. I did internships in my last year of high school, and I did virtual internships in my first year of uni in the academic year. So like while I was studying, I did those. And then I also did some internships in the summer as well in investment banking and related fields. Yet when I came into second year, I realized that the way I got those internships in first year was through outreach. So instead of just applying online like everyone else does, I essentially sent outreach messages and emails to decision makers at companies that I wanted to work at, and then got an offer there. And so I did doing that. Hold on, there we go. Doing that essentially got me in front of these people, at which point I was able to get on a call with them and pitch them and land internships that way. I got over 10 offers, I got 15 offers doing it. And thinking about that, it then made me realize, well, I can repeat this and I can do it for lots of other people and get those people the same roles that I got myself. And so I did that. I was helping people through different means, and that eventually turned into the business that I'm running now. But it never started at one point like sticking the flagpole in the ground, like, okay, I'm starting it now. It was much more an evolution. So I started out selling just some really crappy PDFs. I don't know how anyone bought them, but these PDFs that were like 3 pages that had an email template and some how to find a company and just real kind of garbage like that really. But then it moved into doing calls. So I would have a link in my bio on my Instagram because I was posting content alongside this about what I was doing and what I was learning. People would book in a call maybe for £20, and I eventually scaled that up to about £100 a call for half an hour or an hour. Yeah, for an hour. So I was doing that, and that was maybe £1,000 a month. And then I was like, well, this is a waste of time because I'm basically saying the same thing over and over again in lots of different calls, to the point that it would just make more sense to record it once and people can then go through it, because the system's very repeatable. It doesn't need a whole lot of personalization between different people. So I did that, and then I went to book calls with people to essentially sell them on that program. And so basically sold a course, right? But it was a legitimate course because I'd literally done it myself to land 15 offers. So I knew exactly that it did work and I wasn't making anything up. So that went really well. And I've grown that now to, in June, I made, well, it was £13,000 in revenue, about £11,000 in profit. Obviously that is a business bank account, so that's not straight cash into my bank. I've got my accountant that takes care of all of that. But it's a massive difference from where I was a year ago, broke uni student, trying to land internships for myself, and I've now realized that I can land like actual jobs for people with this same method. So it's much more powerful, and that's been a massive shift. So I've been doing that, and I haven't wanted to work an internship for this summer, and I haven't wanted to get into investment banking because I've realized that there's a whole other world out there, and working for someone else is really not what's going to take me to where I want to get to. Those really big goals that you have of yourself, you're not going to get there working a salary for someone else. And what I'm doing with this at the moment is that learning skills. So making content, like building inbound attention on LinkedIn, where there are so many people that really have the money to spend. Because if I can do it for my own business, then I could join a startup and I could be a founder. I could then do it for another business that would then have much more capacity to grow than what I'm doing right now. So just a different vehicle, but learning in this vehicle at the moment to build the skills. And other things like taking calls, building funnels, writing copy, using AI to automate things, and just building workflows that actually generate money and could just plug into another business post university. So I've got 1 year left of uni, and so I'm going to use this year to turn it into a revenue generating asset, at which point post uni, I can use it as a cushion to not need an income and to be able to take big bets for myself post graduation. And I've got to, let me read back on the notes. So yeah, so the thing around that is that I don't want a regular job anymore, because I can see the potential with this. And even if it isn't going, this vehicle that I'm doing right now isn't going to make me a millionaire or whatever, it's still showing me that it is possible. And if I just find a better vehicle co-found something with some people, I don't exactly know what that is yet, but I know it will come to me if I stay looking and stay hungry. Then that's way more optionality, way more opportunity, and way more leverage into the future than just getting paid for your time instead of your ideas and what you can put out into the world. And it all started from making content, literally, because I did the thing myself, I solved the problem for myself, and then made content about it. If I'd just done it for myself, got the internships, got the roles, but then not told anyone about it, not made it into anything, then it would have just stayed with me. But the fact I did publish it, I made the Instagram reels, I made the TikToks, I made the LinkedIn posts, I grew a brand around that to then get the inbound attention for people to looking to solve the same problem. I could help them with it. So it's really pretty amazing. Like from where I was a year ago to where I am now, I'm in an Airbnb in Portugal for a week because I can just be anywhere in the world. I mean, I didn't say where I am. That's where I'm at an Airbnb at the moment. Just like, because I can just book a flight at any moment because I'm not working an internship. I haven't got any ties down anywhere. I can just get off and go. And I've been at the beach and it's fun. But it has also opened other things. And at different levels, you have different problems. And the fact that I'm at this level, I've achieved certain things that are pretty good. It feels quite nice, but it's illuminated other things that I've got to work on in terms of relationships, friendships, and building a network, because you can't do everything alone. And I really realized that. And doing things all in your own, it can get you to a decent level. Like I've basically done this considerably on my own, but I think to get to the next level, I'll need to speak with a lot more people, really build more of a network and do things with other people, because you're a multiplier. On your own, you can only do so much, but with other people, you can do far, far more. And so that's really the next goal for the next 12 months, get around some really high signal people, get in the right circles, and ultimately set myself up for the next period after that. But there we go, bit of background on me. You might not have seen this before. If this is your first time, then welcome in. If you've seen me on Instagram or LinkedIn, then this is a bit behind the curtain, and I look forward to seeing you around. And check out my link in bio if you are looking for a role. If you're watching this and you think, I've been applying online, I'm not hearing back anything, check out the link in bio. We can work at it together. We guarantee you a role in 28 days. It's pretty amazing how it works, and I can break it down with you on a call. See you there.